What's happening, all you incredibly, incredibly lovely people? It's been 10 days. Yes, I know. Um, but my week has not been uneventful. Day before yesterday, I was in an accident. Yeah, auto accident. Um, Not too terrible. I was riding passenger in a truck and we got hit. We got T-boned. Long story short, I was taken to the hospital, and my brother and my friend, uh, they were able to just go home. It hit on my side. My brother was sitting behind my friend, so they were on the driver's side. We got hit on the passenger side, so I was the only one that really took the hard hit. And I didn't want to take any chances. I was able to walk on my own and stuff, but it was a pretty sizable hit. So I'm feeling it now, kind of stiff, sore. I feel like I took a really good whooping, but nothing more serious than that. All my X-rays and everything came back clear, so thank God, no major injuries. Take away anything positive from this, it's the fact we were all able to walk away from it, and we're live another day, you know. So today I'm breaking out the Paldo Fun and Yum. I don't know if Fun and Yum is part of the brand name, but every Paldo brand always says Fun and Yum underneath it. So that's what I say, Paldo Fun and Yum. This is a Sriracha lobster flavor noodle. So let's get this bad boy opened up. I really don't know how much space I have on this. This bowl got a little dinged up, but eh. As you may have noticed, I'm wearing a very blessed shirt today. It's holy. Terrible dad joke, I know, I'm sorry. Sometimes that's all you got. It just comes with one package of seasoning. And yeah, you know what? Let's live a little. I'll throw it all in. And there's my fill line. Here's my hot water. Close it up, cover it real nice for 4 minutes. It is, so when it says 7, I guess, yeah, we'll go with 7. Right now it's at 3 minutes on the dot. So yeah, that was a kind of a scary experience when you're not expecting that. I mean, who expects accidents, right? That's why they're called accidents. But I don't know, you wake up and everything's cool, and the last thing you're expecting is to get hit. Now, I've seen people on this highway out here get hit a lot worse. I've seen cars flipped over. I've seen people hauled off and never to see their loved ones again. I'm serious. So all in all, not so terrible. Not it's definitely not on my top 10 things to do in a day, but you know, anything that I can literally walk away from, it's cool. um, Hopefully that won't happen again for a while, please. But the staff was really cool for the most part, over at the hospital. The hospital they took me to is a hospital where they train a lot of new students. I think they're fresh out of med school, or they're doing their intern or something like that. So you get a lot of people green behind the gills, man, and sometimes you have somebody feeding them questions and then they ask me, and I feel kind of silly answering a question that I just heard this person ask and then told this person asked me. I almost feel like they're mad at me, like they're not talking to me. Will you please tell him, ask him when his date of birth is? You know, like, I'm not talking to him. That's what it felt like. So I was kind of like, sure, yeah, no problem. I got a CAT scan. They wanted to check for internal damage. I got a CAT scan. Let me tell you something. I am mega claustrophobic. And sorry, my tongue isn't really working today. I'm not talking right. But I'm super claustrophobic. And, you know, the CT scans where they have the big tube, I would never survive that. I can't. But they have these that look like a big donut. They're pretty short. They're probably about maybe that long. And they put you through that. Now, even that triggers my claustrophobia, because when they're putting me in, you know, I get up to like right here, right up to my elbows, and I got my arms folded down here. I feel the ring brush against my shoulders, and I feel like I'm locked in. Like there's no way to pivot out of this thing if I had to. My mind just starts running amok. This is going to happen, and this is going to happen. And I told him, I said, look, I know that thing is wide open. I know there's no reason for me to feel closed in, but I do. So if we could just like knock off the chit chat and get right down to business, I will maintain as long as I can. Because the last time I had one of those, I got up like 4 times. I told, I can't do it. I can't do this. I can't. And I know they got frustrated with me, and I don't blame them. I'd have got frustrated with me. And then finally, the 5th time, I was kind of, okay, let's do this. Let's go. And when I got out of there, I was all clammy and covered in sweat. It was horrible, man. So that's what was happening this time. But luckily this time, I just kind of closed my eyes and they were like, you know, yeah, keep your eyes closed. That'll help. But then I don't hear anything. Nobody's talking. Nobody's doing anything. Nothing's happening. I'm waiting for the voice to tell me to hold my breath and all that. 7 minutes. So, yeah, that was probably the worst part of the whole experience was the CAT scan. I don't dig closed-in places at all. That would literally be my hell, to be buried alive. If I hear stories of people that are buried alive or people trapped in closed places, I start to freak out. I really do. It happened to me once when I was staying in the hospital. I had just had surgery, and there was a story about a guy who went diving into a lake, a 25-foot deep lake, a small lake, and he was diving in this cave, and somehow he got himself stuck in that cave, and he was able to kind of wiggle around and stuff, and he found a pocket of air that was, according to them, was like 1.5 to 2 feet high. So he's laying on his back here. Here's the cave ceiling, and all the rest of it is all water around him. And that's what he was breathing after his oxygen tank let loose. He was breathing that. He was under there for 18 hours. I couldn't walk after the surgery. I couldn't move. But it freaked me out so bad that I forced myself up so I could go out into the hallway. I couldn't be in the bed when I heard that. And the great part of the story was they found him. People went looking for him because he was supposed to be back at some time, and they never saw him. So they went to the lake where he was. They found his car. They said, well, where is he? Then they sent some people down there, and they found him in that little cave. They were able to pull him out. I know that if I was in that cave and somebody started like pulling on my foot or pulling me, like, all right, hold your breath, here we go. No. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Okay, I'd have freaked out just from that. You would have pulled me out of that lake, a screaming, babbling idiot. I'd have been doing the rest of my life, living the rest of my life in a mental ward somewhere. I can almost guarantee that. Just thinking about it sends me over the top, and I hope he's doing okay. So this is nice and done. You got your basic noodles. I mean, there's nothing special about these noodles other than that they're Paldo noodles, and I do like Paldo noodles. I've had them before in the other channel. But this flavor is going to be somewhat new to me. I mean, I've had a lobster flavor before, and I had a Sriracha flavor before, but I've never had the two together. So, Ooh, that's spicy. I forgot to say, let's eat. I'm washing this down with the Mountain Dew Gold. It's a pineapple flavor. They've done a pineapple flavor before, but this one's more of a clear, lighter flavor, I guess. This is good, but it's a little spicy. It's actually a little spicier than the actual Sriracha noodles that I ate. The Sriracha noodles had a really good flavor, and yes, they were spicy, but not crazy spicy. This is like they added a little something to it. What? I don't know. But it is good. But it's spicy. I can feel it messing with my throat. So on a little bit lighter note, I started watching this movie the other day called Carter. I believe it's a South Korean flick. It goes right from 0 to 60 like that. I mean, action packed. It's supposed to be about another one of these viruses, and they're marketing it as a zombie type virus, but the basic thing is that it's a virus, and this guy is trying to get this professor's daughter to a certain point because her blood contains an antivirus, yeah, and they're gonna make a cure out of it. But man, I'm just telling you, I haven't finished watching it. I hate to say, I got distracted by something. I'm going to continue it, but what I saw of it so far, just mad action, crazy action. If you like action movies, I haven't really seen a zombie or horror aspect to this movie yet. It's more action-packed. If you dig action, definitely check it out. I was craving something tonight, and I remembered I had these noodles, so they're really hitting the spot. You know, there's people out there, I actually think it's like cheating if you don't eat these without chopsticks. If you don't eat these with chopsticks. If you don't use chopsticks, it's like you're cheating. At least I'm a cheater then. Sometimes I don't like jacking around with chopsticks. My hands get weird. I like to use them just for the authenticity, and I do enjoy using chopsticks. But sometimes I get kind of this deal going. It's like, I get a cramp in my hand. So, good old American fork really comes in handy. I need to stock up on these for when the colder weather hits. It won't be for a few months, but these really come in handy for that. The spice and everything. You get those like slight winter colds. You know, this stuff will really open you up. Man. There's so many noodles out on the market that boast really high Scoville units. I'm not into that. I've done them on my old channel just for fun, but that kind of stuff isn't fun to me anymore. It's like, why torture myself, you know? I don't need to know how much I can take. I mean, I like the taste of Sriracha, that's why I got these. And they're a little spicier than Sriracha, but still very good. I think this would have been good if I had like some lobster meat or something. Lobster tail, chop it up, put it in here. Well, guys, that's it for now. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to my silly stories and the things I have to say. Sometimes I need to get them off my chest. I appreciate it. Thank you. You guys take care. Hopefully I'll have something a little more robust next time I come on here. Something a little more from the heart. But until then, stay fed, stay blessed, and I will be back as soon as possible. I'll take care.